2750.
It's nine wheel or what?
I don't even know. I forgot to count.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
runs, moves, and rolls.
There you go. That's it.
Well, we kind of took Mike's golf cart. He was with Clint, and
Yes, we're taking his YouTube.
he left his camera too, so I figured we might as well film something for him. So yeah, here we go. Look at all this stuff.
Well, can't say we didn't buy something at the auction.
I spent more on ice cream and chicken and sandwiches.
It's about all we can afford. Well guys, welcome back to Florida. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, we're down here with CNC Equipment. Chris, Let's Dig 18. I think Hank from Hamiltonville Farms is running around here somewhere. Our annual Florida equipment auction trip. First stop is Jeff Martin for us. And let me tell you guys, they have got the equipment stacked in here this year. In true normal fashion, come down here, not planning on buying anything. And I've already got my eyes on a few things. So Clint gave us his bidder number. So yeah, we got free reign. Let's go check it out and see what we got. All right, first thing on the list, we're gonna keep an eye on that. You guys are wondering what in the world are you gonna do with that there, perfect. We got a rubber tired Heister roller here, C530A, and she's a Butte Clark. Here's the thing about this. You guys are exactly right. I do not need this. I'm not even sure I want this, but this would be super handy for the go-kart track operation at the house. And me and Gunner's racing career, as far as packing the track in and so on and so forth. And the 4-H Fairgrounds is kind of wanting one for whenever we have the motocross and tractor pull. So it's here, it runs, does everything it's supposed to do. We just needed to sell cheap, and it might come back to Indiana. There's also an identical one to this. I'll show you guys a little bit later, way in the back in the Inop aisle, which is probably going to be more likely going to be our budget, but I like it. We'll see what happens. Here's the next little thing I got on the list, guys. This is the engine aisle. This auction here, I actually don't have a whole lot of engines. This is down a little bit from years past. Yoder and Frey has engines absolutely out the wazoo. But one thing they do have here is a couple of these Mack E7 E-Tech engines, which is the same thing that is in both of my trucks. That one there is actually a little bit of a newer one. This here is an exact clone of what we're running right now. Just kind of curious to see what these guys go for. Here's my thought process. We can pick one of these up at a decent price, 1500, 1600 bucks, maybe no more than 2 grand. There's a lot of usable parts on there we can use for future repairs, testing, diagnosis, so on and so forth. Basically what I'm trying to say is if we can get one of these engines cheap enough, we'll have our own parts department. There's another one right there. That's an older model. It's a 99 model. You can tell this is a 99 model because the computer is mounted over here below the EUP pumps. You guys come over here and look at this one. It's got the updated oil cooler on it, and the engine, or the ECU, is mounted on this side of the engine. So I don't know. Keep an eye on it. See what they go for. I think these are actually going to sell first, and see what happens. So you and I got a little experience in the old trash compactors the other day.
Yep, I'm a veteran. I've got all of about 4 passes in one, and
I think that's enough. I think that's enough to know neither one of us want to do that for a living.
It was fun for the time. I'd probably do it for about another 30 minutes, but I think
I'll stick with pushing that. Here's the real question. This girl's getting ready to sell. What do you think it's going to go for?
I have no idea what it was, how many hours on it, but looking at it, it looks like it's been around for a while, so 12.5 to 15.5.
12.5 to 15.5. I'm guessing like I'm gonna go 20ish. 20 to 25.
I'm just saying what I would pay for it.
Well, if that's the case, we need to know how much it weighs because it's scrap metal.
Scrap.
Yeah, really.
But we'll find out.
We'll find out here in
Truck's
about,
coming.
5 more items.
Look at the chrome stack on that machine over there.
And I would buy it just for that.
That added at least $1,000 in value.
Absolutely. Clint's getting excited over there thinking about that trash compactor.
Is that what he's getting ready to buy?
Putting it on his lowboy.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's a lowboy destroyer.
Yeah.
Clint might buy it. He don't know it. I got his number.
Yeah.
You got his number too.
I know it. As long as I can remember those.
I think we'd lose a friend if we started bidding against him though. So we got to make sure we don't do that.
We gotta have it.
Let's go, time. Okay, guys, got enough iPads and screens up there?
2005 on the 826C right here. All 5 is here. 20. I had $20,000. 25. 3 down. Yes, sir. 3. I had 335. 4. I had for down 4. 45. 5. I got about 6. 7. Here's 10. $10,000. Here's 10. 12. 5. 15. I had 15 to 17. 20. Here's 20. I got about 22. 5. 5. 7. 5. 30. I got about $30,000. Here's 30 to 2. 35. I got about 35 here now. 35. 30. I got about 35. 7.5. I had 35. 700. 35. 7.
You said what you would pay for, not what they were going to pay for.
$40,000 here. 40. I had 42. 42. Down to 42. Down to 42. I had 42. Down to 42. 42.
Evidently, these things cost more than I was expecting.
It's expensive to compact trash.
It's expensive. They got to pay for the new lowboy deck. Is what they got to do.
57.5. Gotta be 57.5. Now 60,000. I see here now 60. I see here now 65 now 70. I said be here now 70. Now 70. I said be here now 70,000. Now 2 5. Now 5. I said be 5 now 5. Now 7. Now 80. 80 here now 90 here now 95. 100. I had 1 now.
You gotta be kidding me.
I got about 10 down. 110. I got about 10 down. 110 down. 20. I get about 20, sir. 120, 20, 20 here, over 20 here, 120,000. I get about 20 here, now 120 here, 120, 115, 120, 120. South Carolina going to be 120, 120,000. I get about 15, 20. I get about 20 here, there, 120, 120 here, there, 115, 120. I get about 20, 20. Now 5, 125, sir. 125, 5, 5, 30. Now 5.
You were only 100 grand off.
Only 100 grand off.
35, 5, 5 here, 135. I get about 35, 5, 5 here, 135,000.
He gets 15, I guess 20.
Yeah, right.
We were 100 grand off.
Online going to be 140, sir.
That ain't right.
About 137.5. 137.5.
Hey,
Now
landfill fees are going up somewhere.
I could have been 140. I could have been 140. 137.5. 40. I now 2 5 45. I could have been 45. I could have been 45. 5 5 there, but 45 down, but now 145. 5 5 there, but now 145. 145 down,
holy cow.
45 down, but 145 down, 147. I could have been 45 there, but 147. 147.5. So 145,000. 1 2 2 6 2.
145. We were both over 100 grand off.
Got to be a world record.
All right, boys and girls, it's about showtime on the road. It's going to have to go cheap. We'll find out what we get. I think there's about a 0% chance we're going home with this, but we're at least going to find out.
Well, at least you got a number
We're
now.
not going to give it away, I'll tell you that much. We'll make somebody pay for it. This guy over here being all professional and stuff.
Making us look bad.
We get 3 times the views. Well, there's only one way to find out. Watch it auction.
So you bought it, sir. 80, $500. 14.19. Thank you.
I would have bought it $500.
Little C530 pneumatic roller. Hit under 225. Back into down to the bear. 25. Back into 2 5. Back into 25. Back into 2 down. 25. 500 on the money. 750. 500. 700 down. 12.5. Watch your cameraman. 15. 12.5. 15. Back into 15. Yeah! 1750. Whoop, and you know, 17 and a half. $2,000. 250. Right here. 25. 25. 5. Yards. Right there, Jess. 25. Right here. 5. 25. 7 and a half. I'm going to be 3,000. Back into 2750, Jason.
1275.
1275.
Nice number you got.
It is a nice number. I'm sure Bridget will find me later, but I think we just got us a bargain.
I think you did all right on it.
How's that shipping work there, bud? let's face the fact, guys, I'm an absolute complete idiot in the first 10 minutes, but I do not understand auctions sometimes, and I'm sure there's more to this than what I understand. But this girl right here, obviously it's a much larger machine, and it's a specialty machine, so sold for $150,000. Much smaller machine, also still a specialty machine. I bought for 2,600 bucks. Cannot be happier with that. Even if it blows up, we'll put a tongue on it and drag it around. So, all right, that's pretty much everything I got an eye on in this area. We're gonna walk around. There's multiple different rings selling, and see what else we can find. All right, guys, stepped away from the auction excitement just a little bit. Walk around, see what else they got. Between this auction and the other ones in town, if they don't make it, I'm not for sure if it's not here. This place is absolutely loaded up this year. I do have a few other things in mind I'd like to possibly purchase, and that's a couple buckets for the 120. I'd like to find a 42-inch bucket for the 120, a 54-inch bucket for the 210, and well, you just never know what else you're going to stumble across. So we're waiting on the other auction rings to catch up to the lot numbers we're interested in, so let's stroll around a little bit and see what we can find. So if you guys watched my auction from last year, this thing right here looks really familiar. This is a 3-point hitch broom. It ended up selling for like $100, and I missed it last minute, so apparently whoever bought it brought it back down here to resell. But unfortunately for them, well, we don't need one of those no more. We just picked one up. But check, you just never know what you're gonna find down here. I'm guessing that one's not gonna dig a whole lot. It's there's some nice stuff here, don't get me wrong, but there's some insanely wore out junk here as well. Another 3-point hitch broom. It's in a little bit better shape. I wonder if they had to rework the gearbox to get theirs to spin right. But if I was back home and went cheap, we'd maybe pick it up, but it's just not worth the effort to ship that back. Got some tile over there. I think you need that one.
Jeez, that Komatsu with the hydraulic quick cover.
Listen, dude. That one down there, the bucket came, some dude had it out in the open and the bucket fell off of it. Like in the middle of the road.
Welcome to the Florida auctions.
Yeah.
That was the Komatsu because they couldn't figure out how to get a quick attach back on.
That's crazy, man.
So what are you in the market for? First off, Hank, Hamiltonville Farms.
Yeah, Hamiltonville Farms.
It should be Hamiltonville will it start.
Yeah, so it's no, I'm down here to, you know, see, you know, keep a pulse on the industry.
Keep a pulse on the industry.
Yeah,
I thought you were a tractor expert.
I am a tractor. I saw, and it's the funniest thing.
Tractor aisle's up there.
Yeah, it's way up there. So I saw these YouTube superstars down here, and I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with those.
See, that's how I felt whenever I seen you. Oh my God, it's Hank Hamilton.
I understand.
Now, what you really need's on this side.
Yeah, that's my speed right there. So
it's, well, if your speed's super slow and jerky, you nailed it right there. So
well, that's it. Yeah.
Well, I told the wife, I promise I ain't buying nothing this year. I just bought a roller.
Yeah. Oh man. nine wheel or what?
I don't even know. I forgot to count.
Yeah.
It runs, moves, and rolls.
There you go. That's it.
What's the old saying? Ask for permission or forgiveness.
Yeah. Beg for
forgiveness instead of permission.
Yeah.
That's what we're going with. So, all right, man. I'd say welcome to Florida, but you live here.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're gonna tour around and see what else we can find.
Right on, brother.
All right, we'll go check out old Hank, man. He's got some good content over.
I appreciate it.
Negative $500, $607, $700, negative $607, $8, $9, negative $1,000, negative $9, the point, negative $1,000, negative $1, negative $1,000, negative $900, sold it, 80538, 80538, Mac engine, we'll see what she ends up bringing. Negative 600 diesel, 350 horse, get over there, right there, negative 203, negative $300, negative 4, negative 5, negative 4, 5, $600, $700, negative $700, negative, who's in anyway, 6, 7, 8, negative negative 8, can't see a 9, 8, 9, negative 8, negative 8, 10, 8, 9, negative 1,000, negative $1,000, negative 9, negative $1,000, negative $1,000, negative so 900, 1707, thank you.
Pretty good price on that one. We're going to see what this one here goes for because it does not run.
Diesel ride, 12-cylinder, get over there. 6,000 hours on it, 203.
This is one of those items we don't have to have. It just needs to be a good deal.
1462, thank you. Hey, try 613.
All right, round two.
Thank you, 350 horsepower. Diesel brake. Behind there, negative 200, 300, negative 4, negative 3, 4, 5, negative 600, negative 5, 6, negative 600, 7, negative 8, negative 7, 8, 9, negative 1,000, negative 1,000. 11, 12, 12, negative 12 and 8, 13, 15, 14, 15, 15, negative 14, 15,
Absolutely crazy. That engine up there that runs. It runs. Brought $900. This one here is blowed up. It says on the front of it, it's going to bring twice the money. We're going to be out on that one. All right.
1707.
On to bigger adventures. Man, guys, they got man lifts for absolute days around here. But I'm pretty sure none of these are going to go as cheap as the one we got back home. Still pretty happy with that purchase. So we're gonna sneak on through this department. I'm going to head back here to the Inop aisle. That's usually where all the good stuff's at. That's where they drag everything that don't run and they don't know for sure what to do with it and pile it up back there. Usually it's a bunch of junk, but occasionally you'll find something. You'll find something worth having. All right, guys, this is where all the jewels live. Let me tell you, I think you can figure out why they call this the Inop aisle. It's basically the parts aisle, but look what I stumbled across over here. And I'm not talking about Mr. CNC equipment down there. There's a Twinkie to the roller we just bought up there. So if we can somehow cough up a parts machine. Hey, it's fancy seeing you guys here.
Service cards here.
Now, the million-dollar question is,
$2 a minute.
the million-dollar question is, we have no clue why she's here, bud.
What do you charge to get on your show?
Hey, just flip that camera around.
$1,500. You willing to pay?
Any money? Hell, I got stage fright. I don't know what to say now.
It's not near as easy as you think when the camera's in your face, is it?
You make it look easy.
They're gonna run.
I'm hoping this isn't the most exciting part of this video whenever it fires up and takes off through the pond over there.
We'll just walk away like this.
You're gonna need your jump back though.
Hey, it has no lightning bolts in it.
Yeah, they're
Imagine that.
international
It's
stuff.
got 12 now.
20E. Oh,
I don't think we have a key, so we might have to find a
Got
screwdriver.
oil in it.
It does have oil in it. I checked that earlier.
It don't look half bad.
It's 11 running. It's the same little Cobra.
Has it got fuel in it?
He was 11. That's what I thought. That's an 86. I'm doing 86.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I can't get the radiator cap open. No, the thing's stuck.
I got Cosby sauce in the truck we need. Yeah.
Oh, we do have a key.
Rod gonna come through the side of the block. The fire flew from the company started running.
She's smoking.
Come on, baby.
Hang on.
Let me give her some tickle on.
We need some spray juice.
Maybe we should just start doing Will It Starts at the auction. Doesn't cost
That way you don't have to buy them. I think he's gonna be bummed he missed out on this one.
Go ahead.
Ready?
I need to run out of fuel.
Oh! We got a runner! They have a slight knock.
Better park it and shut it off. I think the brakes just locked up. It sounded like it. Oh, you're all good.
Oh, hell. Shut that thing off.
Now we got to kick out all these tire tracks so it looks like an engine running.
Hopefully it don't sound horrible.
No. It'll probably bring more than the one you bought a while ago.
And
I think you boys got the right idea. The wheel starts at the auction, you know.
We could just retire and do that.
Yeah. We may have to upgrade the service card here a little bit, but good thing these videos come out well after the auction, so nobody will know it runs until we figure out who bought it. Does this thing make a lunch stop by chance?
It does.
Awesome.
With pickles.
No, we gotta hold the pickles.
We've got spicier planes.
You know, the crazy part is I actually brought a golf cart, and I think I've spent more time riding on the back of yours than I have driving my own cart.
We flipped the thing down, you know, for mileage.
Like the taxi cab?
Yeah.
Do you accept credit card?
Yeah, but we've got a minimum too.
Oh, no. You gotta tell us about your future piece of equipment here?
Possibly. We'll find out here in about 3 more units.
Man, I hope you get it, man. It's a jewel.
I like it.
It's perfect for your operation. We just need the perfect price.
Perfect price. We're waiting on it.
We don't know what that is yet. We'll tell them in a minute.
We're about to find out.
About to find out. Sweating bullets.
Hey, don't worry. We got Clint's number.
I know. Like I said, it's going to be his regardless.
3880. We're down to the champion time here. Here we go. Hey, it's a 10-foot blade, not a 12. I'll pound it down. 10-foot blade, not a 12. I'll pound it down. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. 50. I have 50,000. I have 50 here. 15. Now 20. I have 20 here. 20. Now pound it. Now 30. I have 30 down. 2. Now pound it. Now 40. I have 40 here. 40. Pound it. 2. Now 5. I got 40. Pound it. 40. Pound it. Got again. 45. I got 40. Pound it. Pound it. Now pound it. 50. I have 50. Pound it. 50 here. 50,000. I have 50 here. I'm 50 here. I'm 45. So Jason gonna be 50. I'm 50,000. I'm 45. 47. I have 45. I'm 46,000. I'm 45. 47. Hell capped up 45. So Jason gonna be saying I have 45. I'm 45. 46,000. 46,000 and a half. Sold at 45,000. Jason. 1017. Thank you. 1017.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go see what the Inop roller is going to go for. So, should be the next lot up. There we go.
Here's lot number 721. It is going to be the Heister C530. Water spray system, open operator station.
It was listed in the catalog as lot number 11251. It was changed to 14721.
They put it in with the Inop.
It is Inop, okay. All right, then, how to get by this one? On the Heister, how to get by here, how to get by behind, how to get by 1,000, get by 4, 3,000 bucks. Let's go. 1,000 on a 10, 10, 10, how to get 10, 100, how to get 10, 10, 100, 10, 10, 10, 10, how to get 500, 600, how to get 5, get a half, now 6, now half. Here's 6.5, how to get 7, get a half here, how to get 7, 50, now 700, how to get 7, 7, 7, how to get 6.5, give it 700. Here's 700, how to get 700, how to get 7, way on dude, how to get 7, 7.5, how to get 7.5. Here's 7.5, 80, half, how to get 8, half, how to get 9, how to get 9, how to get 9, how to get 9. $1,000, $10, $10, we pay $1,000 on $10, here $10, $950, get $1,000 for $50, now $1,000, take it $10, $10.50, $10.50, $1,100, now $1,100. 1100.
One time.
And now 12. And now 1200. Take it 1200. You're out, sir. You get 1200. 1200. So $1,100. $1,275. 1275. Thank you.
Here's the Takuchi TL.
Well, apparently we got 2 of them, folks.
Got the canopy on.
The point of this trip was not to buy anything. We're not doing good.
How many things are you up to now?
2.
Just 2?
2 rollers that I
Same thing.
don't need for absolutely no paying job whatsoever.
Trying to compete with Clint.
Oh, well, you know, sometimes you just gotta go for it.
You gotta live. You gotta live for the moment.
That's right. That's right.
My moment just went very high.
Yeah. All right, welcome back, guys. It is day 2 of the Jeff Martin auction. And the last thing here we are possibly interested in is possibly picking up a few buckets, one for the 120 and one for the 210. I'd like to get a 54-inch or a 48-inch, little higher capacity bucket just for top load trucks. You guys comment all the time that I need a bigger bucket. They don't honestly have a whole lot to choose from in that range. They do got a really nice Strickland here, 80mm pins, 54-inch. We'll see what that one goes for. And then they have 2 48-inch buckets that'll fit on the 120. We will have to rework the pin spacing on these. So we'll have to see how they go price-wise, but it may be worth our time. So these are 60mm pins, 48-inch buckets. I used to have that 44-inch bucket on the Volvo 140. It was super handy, kind of miss it. And then they also got a 50-inch bucket that'll fit on the 210, but this bucket here is in a little rougher shape. Got the bottom kind of beat in a little bit, and but it does still have good teeth and stuff on it. So I don't know. We'll kind of stick around here and see what happens. But some of these buckets, I think they just need to end up in the scrapyard. I don't even know what they're doing here, but I'm sure somebody will buy them. All right, guys, kill a little bit of time before our buckets go up for auction. Hit the excavator aisle. Man, they've got these things. They are lined up from here all the way to the woods, which is absolutely crazy. But let me tell you, these auctions, there's some good buys here, but you gotta pay attention to what you're getting. This Volvo 160, first glance, she looks like a beaut, but you get looking at her real close. Hopefully it'll show up. The arm is bent on it. I'm pretty sure this is one of those grease is optional type machines. It's just absolutely incredible the condition some of this equipment's in down here. I know some of it's been ran here locally in the salt and stuff. That's a custom made pin right there, but it's crazy. There are a few good things here and there. These new Hitachis, you got to be careful. Sometimes they're gray market machines, a little hard to get parts for, but there's a diamond in the rough or two. I was showing him your beautiful Volvo there.
That's beautiful. Oh, you don't move it. We got it. This one showed up yesterday. We got to check this one out.
Oh, we got a new one?
We got a E model with a grapple on it.
Oh.
Good stuff.
210 Komatsu. I got these things packed in here, boys. Let's see if this thing will crank. Heard some good things about these machines. Said in the past, believe it or not, I'm not a big fan of Komatsu dozers, but I've been on a few excavators. This one's deader than a doornail. No lightning bolts. Found the guy with the extra lightning bolts.
Go ahead.
She running. All right, let's give her a try. She is not happy, folks. She's got a lot of codes going on. Man, they just got a lot of machines here, and this is nothing compared to Ritchie Brothers. Hopefully we'll have time to go over there, but they got everything from new Kubotas, new Yamars, wore out Hyundais, ragged out cats, got a Doosan, Case, Komatsu. It is crazy. They're selling dozers right over here. I think Clint might be over there. He's interested in a few. Let's go scope out what they got going on, then we'll go keep an eye on our bucket situation. These are some pretty interesting machines here. These are actually brand new Deere backhoes, but they're actually under 75 horse, so they have 0 emissions on them. Two-wheel drive, but we kind of played around on them a little bit the other day. They're pretty peppy for what they are.
Going to be 6, you're going to be 7 now, 8. You get 800, you're going to get 9, about 10, you're going to be 11, and now 12. You get 12, you're going to get 13, 14, 15, you're going to get 14, 15, 16. You get now 17, about now, you're going to get 18, you're going to get 2,000, now 1. You get 21, 22, and 3, now 22, 23. You get 23, now 4, going to be 5, and now 5 going to be 2,600. You get 20, going to be 6, now wait, now to 25, 26. You get 26, you're going to be 7, now 28, now going to get 3,000, and I'll give you 9 one time, 28, 29, now 3. You get 3, 31, now 2, 3, 33, you're going to get 34, 4, now 5, and now 35. You 5, now 36.
That's the most expensive bucket they've sold all day.
Brand new, too.
They sold brand new ones down there cheaper than that one ago.
Like everybody else wants to know.
Now 4,000. Hit 9, big to be 4 here. Don't lose them now. Even money. Hit now 4,000. 4,000. You get 4 here. Nigga 41. Now 2. Now about 1, 2. I'm at 40. I'm going to be 2 bit here. Now I'm going to have 40. I'm going to be 2. And I have sold team 4,100 on 1196. Which one do you want?
It's about twice what I wanted to pay.
Do you want the other one?
Well, we ended up buying a couple buckets, guys. We picked this one up here for $2,100. This is a 60-inch bucket that should fit right on the 210. The only purpose of this bucket is just basically to haul dirt, load trucks. I think it's short enough pin to tips on the tooth that it should work with the thumb, and this thing should couple right into the 210. We should be we should be good to go. 12.5 there, 3 1/4 pins, which is basically 80 millimeter, and then we got a 14.5 inch span, which is, should be the lower end of what we can grab. So it's didn't get a smoking deal on that, but definitely pleased with it. We got a load going back anyways. It'll work. Almost had this one here bought, which is brand new, and that's actually a little nicer bucket, but it is used. This one here's brand new. It went for about $1,000 more. No more when we're going to use it. We saved our money, went with that one. So let me go show you what we got for the 120. All right, so this is the bucket we were bidding on. What did this thing go for? It was like $5,400 or something, wasn't it? This is the exact same bucket I bought, slightly used, for 1/3 of the price. So smart decision to pass on this one. This is the bucket we ended up getting for the 120. I think I picked it up for $1,800. We are going to have to change the pin spacing, which won't be a big deal. It'll be a nice little job for man behind the scenes. It's slightly used. It is an off-brand, but kind of the same thing. Just like to have something to put on the 120, so whenever we're hogging dirt, we can just get Bubba dump load a little bit faster. Should serve the purpose for that. But all right, guys, that's going to be a wrap on our stop here at Jeff Martin. Man, this auction here is absolutely awesome. So just to recap, we ended up with 2 rollers we really didn't need, 2 buckets we probably really didn't need, but we got them. They're good deals. This auction house here is probably one of our favorite ones down here. These guys are absolutely awesome around here. There's a couple other guys, and I'm gonna call them independents like this. You got Alex Lyons, I think's his name, and then Yoder and Frey just down the road. They're so much more enjoyable than Ritchie Brothers, but Ritchie Brothers has got the equipment piled in there. So before we skip town, we're gonna head over there real quick, just see, make sure they don't have anything crazy on the lot, and then head back to Derby, and that's when we'll find out what we really got, whether we got a good deal or not. So let's do it. Well, guys, slight change of plans. We actually come over to the Yoder and Frey, or Yoder and Frey auction, however you want to say it. This is actually the auction that I bought Bubba Dump from and the dump truck from here the last couple years, but they operate a little bit different here at this auction than what the last one Jeff Martin does. This is a little more Ritchie Brothers style. They drive everything across the block and sell it here. They're selling backhoes right now. So pretty much every piece of equipment will come across that block one way or another. Some of it will be pulled across. Some of it will be packed across. Hopefully most of it drives across. They'll sell it and it's gone. So I kind of show you how it works here, and we'll walk around a little bit. A lot of the same stuff here, but we looked through the bucket selection at this auction here the other day. Just a whole lot. There's all those buckets out there. Believe it or not, nothing we really needed here. So a lot of random stuff. If I lived closer, I'd be dangerous buying random stuff. But anyways, show you how it works. We'll look around a little bit, and we're gonna call them. We need to get back to Indiana.
45,000. 45 to 45.
What are you gonna do? He keeps asking. What are you gonna do? He keeps asking. You gonna get you a backhoe?
Nope. Ain't even registered. The best way to save money.
Actually, Clint's not registered, which means we can't shop either.
He gave me all the info to register him if I needed it.
Really?
That's what friends are for.
And 35,000. Now 6,000. And 35. And 6,000. Get it out. And 36,000.
So which way would you prefer? Do you like coming across the block, or would you ever take the truck and go around?
More, I like this.
You like this?
It's a little less chaotic. There's a screen up there that shows you what stuff's out for.
True.
You can listen for.
Give me one time. Break them up. And one time.
There's definitely pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
This is much more comfortable.
You're not standing in the sun.
True.
41. That's right.
Spaced out a little bit better.
41. Are you okay there? 41. We got 40. Let's sort them out. 40. They all come at the same time.
It's impressive when there's about
now you're gonna be 41.
I know.
100 track codes lined up.
40,500 L1. Here we go. Texas has it. I'm 41. You better go on and down 40.
It done left the block and hasn't even been sold yet.
Yeah, you keep pointing that finger, you're going to have a backhoe.
Good point. Good point.
Better keep that thing in your pocket.
Texas bidders in the lead at 40,500. You're going to be one.
Right now you're
41,009. So 40,500. Proxy 40,000.
He's going to be disappointed if I don't have a number.
563 to buyer. 5663 to buyer. Thank you. And JCB time.
Well, can't say we didn't buy something at the auction.
I spent more on ice cream and chicken sandwiches.
It's about all we can afford.
About all I can afford.
I don't know if it's Derby market good, but it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It'll do on a hot floor today.
Cost more.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're selling telehandlers.
What? Mass confusion.
Mass confusion.
Whoa, gears are an option, man. The man's on a mission, ain't he?
Gotta get all these telehandlers sold.
We are on a timeline, folks. I tell you what, that little golf cart right there is just my color.
Just perfect.
Perfect.
Sorry, Jeff, you didn't leave me a check. I know you said you needed one, but
we bought you 20.
You didn't leave me a check. Look, my man's on a mission, coming through, coming in hot. Do not buy that one.
I like how he's got jumper cables, gas, and diesel. He's got.
It's got the necessities.
I'm sure there's starting fluid in there somewhere too. We got a dead one.
Is that what that means when she's just standing?
I think so. Maybe that also means Jeff can afford it.
He can't afford it. Scratching in aisle.
Scratching in. This guy's loving life. I definitely don't need a long range, but a big selfie stick comes in handy.
I mean, when it's here, you might as well,
use it to your advantage. Squiggy, squiggy. This is pretty similar to the other auctions, guys. They got a little bit of everything around here. Got some new, some old, some import, some domestic. I'm not saying it's all here, but there's a lot of it here. But that's gonna be a wrap on this trip, guys. We are heading back to Indiana. Clint from CNC Equipment's gonna get our stuff shipped back for us. Huge shout out to Clint. He's nice enough to kind of babysit Chris and I while we were down here. Allow us to buy stuff, help us coordinate getting everything back. So makes the trip a whole lot more enjoyable. And I guess good or bad, I end up with some stuff or stuff I may or may not need. But there'll be a lot more videos coming on his channel. He's bought quite a bit of stuff back here. It'll be for sale back in Indiana soon, guys. But I gotta get back. I got other commitments, jobs, projects, you know, the whole 9 yards. So hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out in Florida with us. Hopefully we made some good buys on the few things we got. That's a wrap. That is it. I'm trying to soak this in as long as I can so we can enjoy the Florida sunshine, because it is not this type of weather back home. But you guys know the routine. Big old thumbs up greatly helps the channel. Want to make sure you don't miss out on what's coming up next. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. We do appreciate that. That way we can catch you on the next one. Well, later, guys.